No. No. And we go to the letter worker. And yes, I thought my mother had something that she needed some other stuff, but not really. I was able to do it fast. But yes, I'm eating some meatballs and some Coca-Cola, aka Kossu. Greetings and welcome to the Leatherworkers Guild. Here we produce the finest leather goods, taking care to honor the lives which were sacrificed for their creation. Our leather armor is worn by the archers and lancers of this great nation and favored by all who prefer their protection and does not come to a cost to mobility. If you wish to place an order, I bid you Fengyl fineries. If on the other hand you have a mind to join our guild, I should be happy to assist you. Might you be interested in becoming a leatherworker? Yes. Nothing would make me happier than to welcome a new initiative to our ranks. However, it is essential that you first understand the burden that every leatherworker must bear. As you cannot have failed to notice that Wellswood is blessed with the abundance of life, and we Cridanians have long hunted the forest creatures for both nourishment and clothing. But Cridania is unlike any other place. The elementals that watch over the Wellswood have never looked kindly on the taking of life, and those who float their governance do so at their own peril. The elementals decreed that life is not to be taken without due necessity, and so Trappers League was formed to regulate the hunting of animals. The Leatherworkers Guild was subsequently founded to manage the fair and equitable distribution of pelts. Nowadays, adventurers are major suppliers of pelts, and leather goods have become widespread, but in times past they were rare and precious. The Leatherworkers Guild has not forgotten those times. We treat leather with no less respect than the living creatures, whence it comes, and craft goods of the highest quality. In so doing, we honor the lives lost and minimize the need for further killing, an oft-forgotten benefit of our products surpassing durability. Our guild is also sole producer of the famous Fengyl brand of leather goods, the pride of Cridania. These products represent the ultimate expression of our core tenets and the transcend technique which shaped them. Know though, that being a guild member does not automatically make a Fengyl artisan. You must earn the right to become one. For most of the leatherworkers here have the fruit of their labor bear. The Fengyl brand is yet a distant dream. That is the life which awaits you, should you choose to walk our path. Success will not hand it to you, but I guarantee you I guarantee that you will have the opportunity to seize it. So if you wish to make a name for yourself and craft the goods which are the envy of all, you have come to the right place. Speak to me once more if you wish to learn more about enrollment process. And yes, my tongue is a little bit yeah. Have you decided to join the Leatherworks Guild? Very well. I invite to speak with the Guildmaster Giva. She's a brilliant artisan personally responsible for creation of countless Feniel products. You have doubtless heard her name before. The Guildmaster's patterns are uniformly elegant, and with even novice craftsmen can cut their materials with minimal waste. It is for her to decide if you are fit to join us. She can be found in the work area within. Welcome to the stream. Present yourself to her and do not waver in your determination. She is beautiful. Somewhat reminds me of Tsunade from Naruto. Oddly enough. So you wish to become a leather worker. If you've spoken with Randall, then you've been told what it means to work with leather. The weight you must carry, the responsibility you must bear. Not just to the elementals, mind you, but also to the guild. Our craftsmanship is unrivaled, and each member is expected to live to that reputation. Once you join, there is no turning back. If you dishonor us, I shall flay you myself and make a chocobo saddle from your hide. Will you swear to uphold the traditions and be the best leatherworker you can be? Yeah. Very well, you may learn our craft within these walls, though you seem ill-equipped to do even that. I will give you a head knife to help you on your way, but rest is up to you. Do not presume that your associations with us means your work will bear the Feniel name. Until you prove yourself worthy, you will not be permitted to show much as touch Feniel product, much less craft one. Now then, if we are to continue with initiation, you'll need to put that knife in your hand first. Talk to me when you're ready to begin. And yes, I am somehow having issues with my tongue now. Oh. Well, you passed the first test. Gripping your knife by a handle, gripping your knife by the handle and not the pointy end. Now it's time to see how well you can wield it. Make a circle of leather. You'll need an animal skin to do so. Newcomers to our craft often imagine that they need to hunt in order to obtain their materials, but if you have a sense of the gods gave a chocobo's ours, you'd realize that's hardly the case. Oscut, over by our receptionist, sells most of the items commonly used in our craft. However, she cannot supply you with Earth Shard. And that's for my advice. Rest is up to you. Once you've made the circle of leather, bring it here to be inspected. I can't say I have great expectations for your work. Just see to it you don't waste good skins. Now, away with you. And this is how we do it. So, circle of leader. And now we smack it in front of her. And get our level up right out the bat. Isn't the letter ready yet? I did it in front of you. Oh, fuck's sake. When you finished, bring it here to be inspected. See Oscut if you lack the necessary materials. I don't. Aye, this is indeed leather, after a fashion. Your work is amateurish in the extreme. The leather is unevenly tanned and practically unusable. But you show promise. Well, as much as promise as the leather you haphazardly crafted. Still, it's apparent that you paid due respect to the life from which it came. Had you performed any worse, I'd cast you out of without second thought. But you didn't, so I won't. Approach each task in the earnest as you did today, and I'll continue to advise you. However, you alone are responsible for your development. This is a business we're running, and neither I nor your seniors have the time to hold your hand. Apply yourself to learning our techniques and return when you have acquired some skills. Mayhaps then I will have an errand for you to run. Yeah. She's a bit salty, let's say. But yes, these are the guilds that you can join in here. Done, so where to next? And she has no manners, of course. But that doesn't mean you can act like that. What's the largest coin button is the letter? Yeah, we have all of them. And now it's the main quest line, so we can go to the Ulda. Greetings, madam. It is the counter for passengers traveling to Ulda. Oh, you are not Lassele Roda, the Lomisan envoy. On behalf of all at Highwind Skyways, may I say what an honor it is to serve you. Will you be flying with us today? All aboard! And another cutscene!
And welcome to Ulda.
Ah, you must be the envoy from Limsa Lominsa. Welcome to Ulda, madame. The Flame General awaits your arrival. Well, technically that is not the general, but oh well. Welcome Ulda, madame. We have been expecting you. Flame General Rauban will receive you in the Fragnant Chamber. Please take the lift down to the hustling strip and speak with Bartholomew at the Royal Prominence. And there's the first area that we have to cap. The Lominsans envoy, I presume. Would you be so good as to allow me to inspect the missive here, madame? My thanks. Ah yes, the Admiral's seal. Admiral's seal. Please proceed. And that's the guy of Ra.
Limsa Lominsa の使いという冒険者は貴様か。
Oh, a quest from Limbs. I thought I smelled stale ale.
実力のあるものであれば、秩序にとらわれずに使う。メロイルも実利というものが分かっておる。
I won't hold it against you. If your Hall of the Warrior Meryl Whip says this, wonder you don't reek of death Zahakin.
我が輩が砂の都ウルダ派のグランドカンパニー。不滅隊の最高司令官ラウバーン・アルディンだ。
Welcome to the Sultanate of Ulda. I am Rauban Alduin, the General of the Immortal Flames.
さて、要件を聞かせてもらおうか。
But you did not come all this way to trade formalities. Cartenau. I remember bloody Cartenau. Do you know what happened that day, adventurer, when we took the field against Garleans. So my counterparts have educated you. Kane's pet is giving her trouble, is it? Well, she should already know my mind on that subject. Wolves are beyond taming. This is a matter of time before they bare their teeth. So it was with the Garleans 50 years ago. No sooner had they learned how to use Magitech than they began seizing territory from their neighbors. Led by then Legatus Solution Galvus, they swiftly brought the other nations of Ilzabar to heel, and so the Legatus became an emperor and his republic an empire. An empire which then set its sights upon Eorzea. But the conquering emperor is now an old man of 40 winters. His health is failing and he has no clear successor. Like as not, this is why the Garleans have been quiet of late. But the 14th Imperial Legion is still entrenched within our borders, and their commander Legatus Gaius I Baelsar has long harbored ambitions of conquest. Were he to strike now, I fear we would fall like so many others before us, and not Uldah but Gridania Limsalomisa as well. For the calamity brought a lot of us to our knees, and we've yet to get up. We barely have the strength to stand against the beast tribes, never mind the primals they mean to summon. We are a realm divided adventurer, an alliance is in name only. But the wolf cares not for the plight of its prey. Garlean Stir and the Elder Seer would not let it go unnoticed. All other concerns pale in comparison to the Empire, even the beast tribes and their bloody primals. We must stand united once more, that much is clear. And if we're to do so, we must remember the cause which last brought us together. Merylwip will have her memorial. We will honor the memory of the fallen. We will remind the people what their brothers and sisters fought and died for. Shall I inform the Sultana and the Syndicate? I will speak her grace myself. Very good, sir. The Admiral will The Admiral will have my reply anon. My thanks to you, adventurer. You can now make use of the airship roads connecting the three nations. Before you may board an airship, you must pay a requisite fare in Gila. here. That's the alchemist chamber. Yeah, we don't have to grab that. That goes to the water. Let me check if there's... Yeah, there's... It's been some time since I have been in the Alchemist Club, so... or Alchemist Club, heh. Alchemist Guild, that is. It's useful. Well... yeah, it's useful, let's say. An adventurer, one of my favorite kinds of people. I find your unquenchable thirst for exploration neatly complements the burning hunger for sagacity that marks our dedicated members. Welcome to the Alchemist Guild. Though I hesitate to define alchemy as in such narrow terms, our main field of expertise is the concoctions of various potions and elixirs. There are salves to treat all manner of afflictions, not to mention miracles, libations that enhance the imbiber beyond her natural physical limit. As an adventurer, I am sure you can appreciate the eminently practical applications of our work. What do you say, madame? Care to take up mortar and pestle and join our ranks? I was going to be joining you either way. Wonderful! Now then, allow me to give you a brief history of the guild before we tackle the offer. Paperwork. Fuck's sakes. Don't remind me about paperwork ever again, thanks. Though alchemists are presently known as the quintessential brewers of potions, the profession itself arose from the desire to achieve an as of yet unrealized ambition. The original driving purpose behind our art was, and perhaps still is, the discovery of a process that can transform base metals into gold or silver. And that mystical medium thought necessary to effect such a transformation is the Philosopher's Stone, which is itself believed to have Panthean properties and be capable of bestowing eternal life. Though success yet eludes us, years of endless endless experimentation towards this golden goal had the initially unintentional consequence of unearthing a wealth of knowledge in the field of alchemical medicine. Regretfully, alchemy's potential to enrich the lives of the masses was first met with a wave of distrust, as if our ability to create helpful compounds was akin to dabbing in the back alley witchcraft. The profession eventually gained credibility in Ulda through its integration into traditional medicine by Frondale's Bronstery, an institution known for producing respected physicians. Once the city's shift in perception became known, budding alchemists wishing to study without fear of persecution journeyed to Ulda from every corner of the realm. It was not long before this gathering of inquisitive minds banged together to form the Alchemist Guild. Thus, while our organization is intensively focused on performing and sharing the fruits of our research, it is also paramount importance that we uphold the reputation of alchemy itself as a legitimate discipline. If you would revel in the secrets of our art, then you must be prepared to shoulder the responsibility I have described. Take a moment to dwell on these words before you truly enter the world of alchemy. Have you arrived at decision? Are you ready to exult in the arts of alchemy and commit to the responsibilities that your enrollment entails? Yeah. Excellent. Then allow me to direct you to our guildmaster. Gaining his approval is the last test you must pass before becoming a full member of the guild. You will find the guildmaster Severian tending to his experiments in his personal workbench. I must warn you, he is rather intense individual. Pray choose your words with care. As if certain others wasn't hajokten guys. Yeah, he's not the nicest looking guy. What? What time? What is it this time? Ah, you must be the merchant lackey come to bring me my imp wings. Let's have it them. Not a lackey? An aspiring alchemist, did you say? Speak up and pray that I hear you, Avery. Yes. Did that babbling fool Dietrich send you to me? I specifically requested that I be disturbed for nothing less than the coming of the second calamity. Do I appear as a kindly mentor to you? My research demand my absolute and undivided attention now, because before I am forced to. But wait, perhaps I can. Yes. Maybe you may be the very assistant I require. I have had a change of heart. Congratulations. I approve your application to the guild. It is with great pleasure that I welcome a fellow seeker of knowledge into the fold. We can dispense with the interminable initiation ceremony, yes? Here's your first alembic. Try not to drop it, for there is much work to be done. Yes, much work. Yeah. I really never checked what kind of guy that was, and yeah. He's an asshole. As I thought. Ah, I see you managed to take hold of the alembic without injuring yourself. An auspicious beginning. Let us see if we can continue this trend of unexpected success. For your first lesson, I want to use your veteran alembic there and make a bottle of distilled water. Distilled water is simply the end result of purifying a murkier sample of life's most vital element. As such, it provides a perfect introduction to one of alchemy's most fundamental processes, taking a material and refining it to a purer form. To perform this rudimentary exercise, you shall require a pail of muddy water and a water shot. The impure water can be purchased from the supplier standing near the entrance to the guild. Names momentarily escapes me. Yes, that it was. If it happens that you find this basic task beyond your abilities, then mayhap alchemy is not the discipline for you, which would be quite upsetting, as I detest the thought of having to select a new assistant. Try not to disappoint me. Yes, we don't have anything of those, so we have to run for the guild supplier. And where's the freaking money water? Oh, there. We need one or two actually. One, okay. your task is to provide me with 1 bottle of distilled water. Come. We are wasting time. Purchase a pale, muddy water from Asf130 if you must. Magnificent. Your transformation into an alchemist has begun. Do you understand the liquid treasure you have made? Yes, it is simply water, but now possesses of almost limitless potential. In a properly distilled state, water provides the base ingredient for all manner of wondrous concoctions. On the other hand, a potion created with impure water is not only unlikely to have the desired effect, it may well be poison. It may very well poison the imbiber. Look well upon the substance you have refined. See how crystal clear it has become. Not the most flowerful of liberations, but still refreshing to pour over one's head on a stifling summer afternoon. Tell me, how did you feel in the instant its purification? Such a fine result must have sent thrills of excited satisfaction down to your spine. Yes, I know well that sensation. To clean, pristine drop from filthy swill, it is a miracle born of mortal artifice. Nothing can compare to the rush of triumph in the moment when physical laws bend to one's will. Nothing. The greater mastery of alchemy, the more ecstatic that feeling becomes. Go, fill your chambers with bottles of distilled water and reveal in each success. I return now to my experiments. When next you disturb me, I shall expect your skills to be worthy of Guildmaster's chosen assistant. Not assassin. Well, rogue is technically the assassin role. Yeah. Hello. Bubble, toil and a bubble. Yes, sometimes these concoctions looks like they are going to blow up into their faces. Oh. This is from Yokai Watch that is currently going on. In fact, I'm going to most likely grind the Yokai Watch on my main account on stream, of course, but yeah. Now is Koshu time. Because I couldn't have my coffee after food, I have to do the substance change from the coffee's caffeine to Coke's caffeine. Sad face. Yes. This is very familiar place to me. Very, very familiar place. The gladiators. I was born in here. This is so much memories. Fight! Pujo Gasha! Yeah. jokes aside. Yeah, she's the guildmaster. She's beautiful. But yeah, these guilds are the quest line is, let's say it's rather sad, I must say. Lulutsu. What? They have changed the name from this. It wasn't Lulutsu last time. What? Huh? Oh well, whatever. Welcome to the Gladiators Guild Adventurer. Here our members train tirelessly with sword and shield so that their names might be one day be written in legend. Was that a flash of interest in your eyes? If you wish to study swordplay, know that admission to the guild is free of charge. Well, everything is basically. And this is the tank class. I think this is the first one that is recommended for every new player. If you want to do the tank one, this is the recommended one. Well, it's the easiest one. Well, it was before the job changes and quest changes and what the heck there was changes in. I had marked you as a woman of action. I am pleased to see that I was not wrong. Now, while you may be familiar with the deadly dance of battle, you are new to us and must begin at the beginning. If you would take your place in these hollowed halls, you must be willing and ready to undergo the most rigorous training. You must endure cuts, bruises beyond counting, and like as not far worse. A daunting prospect, I concede, but there is no other way if you mean to take the blood sands one day. And why wouldn't you? The Colosseum is only most celebrated place of public entertainment in all Uldach. Where else could a poor man amass a fortune so vast as to one day allow him to claim a seat of the syndicate? Ah, there's not an Uldahian alive who isn't inspired by the rise of the self-made man, and there is no truer embodiment of that dream than the gladiator who wins riches and fame with his sword or hers. Throughout its long and studied history, this guild has nurtured countless champions. Our training methods are second to none, and our members ever strive to develop new techniques. If you desire true glory, to fight and triumph amidst the roar of 10,000 voices, then this is where you belong, adventurer. To think of it, think of your legacy, and if your soul stirs, join us. What it will be, will you rise above the masses and inscribe your name in legend, or will you resign yourself to mediocrity and die in obscurity? Addition you shan't regret. One moment, I make way to the La Roda. Fresh meat coming through. Now then, before your enrollment can be considered complete, you must present yourself to first sword Mulla. Seek her out and obtain her approval. And there she is. I heard Lulutsu, so you're La Roda. This is a good, strong name. On behalf of the Gladiators Guild, allow me to welcome you. I'm Mylla, Guildmaster here. So you wish to study our arts. I presume you have your reasons for choosing the sword over all other weapons. Perhaps you think it's easiest to learn. A sword is simple weapon, but to wield a blade, well, is anything but simple. For every Colosseum champion to emerge from our ranks, there have been countless disappointments to who failed to achieve greatness. Bear that in mind before you answer me, Lachelle, for I do not ask this question lightly. Have you the strength to live by the sword, and if it'll be your fate, die by it?
Yep.
Then welcome, gladiator, to your new home. Take this sword. There are many like it, but this one is yours now. Consider a gift if you like. Now wear it on your hip as I do, and show me you are ready to begin your training. Amazing what a difference a sword can make. Your expression, your posture, you're already bringing with confidence. Let's see if that confidence is warranted, shall we? Just outside of gates of Ul'dah, you'll find plenty of marmots, hornets and shrews. Slay 3 of each and return when you're finished. Oh, and use your sword, Lachelle. I am gladiator and I am to train you as one. Now go. But first, before we get there, I'm going to grab certain the bookie list, or as I say, muggy list. That becomes a monk, but that's a story for another day. And this is the main aetheryte in the Ul'dah one. But yeah, I'm gonna do that. So it's easier and faster to get from the outside world to here. Because we are going to stay here somewhat longish. Most likely it will take the whole day that I'm gonna stream here. And now, yeah, the music it's sad. But yeah, we are not talking about music. We are fighting. And yes, these are animal skins. Kinda useless in this situation. A huge ordinate. these snappy shrews. Yeah, they are not not the prettiest one of the bunch. But yeah. Let us continue to travel. Step of Ulda. Then we are going to go directly to the gladiator's place. I have to, from time to time, rise up and stand because I have issues with my legs at the moment. Welcome back, Lachelle. I take it you dispatched the beast and with ease. With every swing and thrust, you gain valuable experience. You must remember and reflect on each one if you are to recognize and eliminate the defiances in your technique. Your training under me shall continue once the haft sits so snugly in your hand that you cannot imagine hold aught else until tell Lachelle. Maybe it's for the best that I'm going to grab every single Irish one that there is, because it's gonna take some time. Because there's these three are so close by to each other. But yeah, this is one of the major ones that I'm going to be focusing on a bit later, the Miners Guild. And the Weaver's Guild is also a very important one. Because Miner provides everything that the armorer and blacksmiths needs also, and also certain others like I think alchemist needs some others, but I can't remember on top of my head. Ah yeah, goldsmiths of course, because it's the jewelry maker. Duh. I'm stupid. That wasn't the last one, which is Weaver's done, Miner's done, Goldsmith's done. Steps of Nord. I already attuned to it. Made it a free set point. That's the second last. Trauma talk. Or, well, discipline of magic is the correct way of saying it. It is funny. You kaivat. No. Blue mage. Red mage. Ah, yeah, that's the main question. Yeah, this is the... That's the samurai. It's in here, but yeah, we are level... what level we were? Level 17 rogue. And we need to be either level 50 on discipline of war or magic. So yeah, we are not even too close to that either. So yeah. Ah, the bookie list. Greetings and welcome to the bookie list guild. We bookie list are specialists in hand-to-hand combat. Through rigorous training we forge devastating weapons of our fists and feet, which we employ to great effect in battle. There is no better place in all realm in the realm to train in our discipline than here. If you would If you would walk the path of the bookie list, I highly recommend you add your name to our roll. What say ye? A decision you will not regret. The bookie... Before we proceed, the paperwork, it is my English today. Essential that you know something about guild storied past. Since time immemorial, man has used whatever has been at his disposal to settle disputes. In the beginning, that meant fighting with his fists. Such hand-to-hand combat existed in various forms throughout the Eurasia, each evolving independently of one another. The origins of bookilism as we know it, however, can be traced back to the staging of bare-handed bouts at the Colosseum. These contests attracted the fighters from far and wide, bringing their myriad styles crashing together on the blood sands. Amidst this chaotic intermingling of styles, there rose a bookilist of singular strength and skill. This woman made it her life's mission to master every form she encountered, that she might refine her art. Among her many songworthy exploits, we bookilists remember her participation in a gladiator tournament most fondly. Back when bare-handed fighting was still seen as a pastime for peasants, she took fully armored gladiators and effortlessly bested a lot of them. Word of her feat spread across the realm like wildfire. Of course, and Ulda swiftly transformed into a center of bookilism, with people flocking from all over to train under this master among masters. The woman's name was Cornelia, and it is to her name that the Bookilist Guild owes its existence. The art practiced here is based on her all-encompassing style, and this training hall is modeled upon the one which she once built. And there it is, brief history of our guild. I've told this tale 1,000 times, but God, it never fails to fan the flames of my fighting spirit. Now then, before we can proceed with your enrollment, you must first obtain Guildmaster's approval. Let me know when you are ready to meet him. So you are ready to present yourself to the Guildmaster's inspection. Yash? Master Hammond is among the greatest bookists of our time. For long years the man ruled the Bloodsands as the Holy Fist, though he has since retired of favor training aspiring fighters. You will find him overseeing his charges yonder. Go now and show him the fighting spirit that burns within you. Luckily we don't have many more of these jobs to unlock as of right now, but later in the game there will be several others that we can access to. But not right now. Not right now, like the samurai job is one of them. Then there's some others, but I won't name them as of yet. Past time you got your arse back here. Well, what did the dancer have to say about my proposition? You're not my errand boy. There's no dancer. There never was. I'm not doing anything indecent. I swear to God. Yes. You old fart. What? You are here to enroll? Oh ho. Well, why didn't you say so sooner? In my capacity as a guildmaster, I would be glad to give you a primer on the art of hand-to-hand combat. Doubtless you already know this, but we pugilists fight with our fists and feet. While these don't deal as much damage as blade, it hardly matters when you can land several blows for each swing of the sword. What we lack in destructive power, we more than make up for it in the speed and cunning. Under my guidance, not only will you master striking techniques, but you also learn striking them together, deliver endless fury of blows. Only through such fierce combination can Bookilist realize her or his potential. Yarg! Yes, that old fart is fucking fast. Well, but crikey, I'm spent from all this talking. You ought to speak more, lass. It'll give me chance to catch my breath. Where was I? Ah, right, joining the guild. Before you do so, I must warn you that the path of Bookilist is long and arduous. Do you believe you've got what it takes to go the distance? Be honest with yourself now. Yeah. Yes, you have the yes, you have fighting spirit. I can see it in your eyes. I see no reason to deny you a place in these halls. Welcome to the guild, lass. To help you on your way, I'll add some names to your hunting log, opponents that you might hone your skill against, and so as to make a budding Bookilist of you, here's very own pair of Hora. They're a tad old and rusted, but that'll serve to make you look meaner, I reckon. Now I have a mind to assign to you your first lesson. Arm yourself with your weapons and let me know when you're ready to begin. I feel like he's a Master Roshi somehow. And then we go to the Moog list. Now we have the boogie list. Wait. Looking every bit the boogie list class. Now the learning can commence. For your first lesson I want you to test your fletchling skills against the vermin of Tanalan. Get out there and put down 3 marmots, 3 hornets and 3 shrews. Return here when that it's done. Now this goes without saying, but I expect you to fight using horror I just gave you. It counts for naught if you skewer the beasties with spear or fry them with a spell, I say. Well, technically we don't have to do that either anymore. Well, technically we could, but it's not even 7 PM and I'm already tired. What's wrong with me? Oh, maybe it's that because I haven't had my coffee addiction to attune to. And now we beat the living crap out of some star marmots, like so. And yes, the boogie list is basically different and random sets of different attacks made into a combo. Basically same as Rogue, but it's just basically making a new combo after combo. So it's basically just making a combination of attacks to different effects. Basically, that's the easiest way to say it. After the boogie list, there will be this thing called monks. I have never done that myself, but I could open it basically in several hours, but not too lazy, but just bored because it's just basically making combo after combo after combo. I don't know if they are shown inside the game in any way. Here it is. There are several forms. Forms are basically Raptor, Coral, Oppo. I kinda do remember how they work, but let's see if this works. And now I can do a combo. Oh, it's good. Yeah. course, of course. Maybe after I grinded the ninja to level 80 I will be doing the boogie list one then. But of course before that I'm gonna be doing the discipline of hand and land also quite high actually by that point. Because you have if you want to be self-sufficient in this game you need basically have to be them. Ah shit, I forgot. But yeah, you have to, if you want to be self-sufficient in this game you have to basically get all of the hand and land stuff working also right out of the bat. So yeah. Ah, you're back, and none the worse for exertion. Youthful vigor is a truly blessed thing. If you want to become strong, you mustn't neglect your training. Indeed, a boogie list is only as good as the number of strikes he or she dealt. So get out there, Rachelle, and let your fists fly. When the time is ripe, I'll teach you something new. There is no limit to the potential of youth. I look forward to see you come and into your own. Ha 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 ha. But yeah, this guy somehow reminds me the guy from the One Punch Man, the old fart that is the water flow, uses the water flow, whatever it was, thing. Somehow. Don't think that there's anything else. No. There's still some. Which one it was? Others guild are done already. Chamber of the Rule. Alchemist Guild. Sapiar. Weavers. Miners. Goldsmith. Gladiators. There's still one missing.
You want to talk to the... What you are missing?
I have the Adventurers Guild already, but...
Talk to the Gustav.
Maybe it's the gate ones. I don't know.
You open them and you get all the stuff. Let me see.
Welcome to Dramaturgs Guild. It is fate that has guided your steps here, friend. Within these hallowed halls the arts of devastation are taught. Primeval magics with which to bring about an enemy's ruin. If you would to join our ranks and wield the power of dramaturgy, I urge you to seize this moment and confide in me your arcane ambitions. Yes. Yes, there truly was no other answer, was there? Lean closer now, and I shall whisper you to you of your dramaturgy beginnings. The nation of Uldaf inherited its tradition from the ancient Beldaya, a city founded by the descendants of the first mages. The secrets of these illustrious sorcerers were ultimately entrusted to the priests of the Order of Naldahal, who have passed them down from generation to generation ever since, focused and refined over centuries of use in the Order's funereal rites. The arcane magics of our ancestors eventually emerged as the art now know as thaumaturgy. A freezing blizzard to halt corruption, a raging fire to cleanse the corpse, a bolt of lightning to expel sin of mortal life. The 12 mowers employed in the preparation of the dead are equally efficacious when applied to the living. Thus does our guild thrive in the depths of Asarnet Ossuary, a sanctuary devoted to Thal, the divine arbiter of the afterlife. What say then, adventurer, if you would plumb the abyssal depths of dramaturgy? Let our learned sages guide your descent. Ah, but before you leap into the darkness, you must prove to our guild masters that you are possessed of the spiritual fortitude necessary. Look upon which awaits therein. When you are ready to submit the judgment of our most eminent mages, just say the word. Well, adventurer, will you join our guild, or do you presume to ignore the urgings of imperial destiny? A wise decision indeed to prepare for initiation. I would have you study the volumes of fundamental dramaturgical principle, all 108 of them. Or at least I would, if such requirements had not been abolished. Too great of a deterrent to fresh novices, they said. I suppose you shall just have to settle for calling upon the collective wisdom of our guildmasters. We have 5, you see, all brothers of the same house, though they all wield supreme authority. It is the eldest who provides a singular voice for the guild when one is required. Master Kokobuko, I believe. So, yeah. There's... Yeah. Why not chocolate something? Lol. Who? What? Oh, Thal's teeth, miss. Did your mother never tell you not to startle a dramaturg? Look at that expectant face, Chocopico. This lady is obviously a near applicant for the guild-seeking audience with our eldest brother. Oh, prelate Yayake. She can recite the 307 verses of the funerary rites for the virtuous fallen. But the simple task of keeping our name straight seems ever beyond her grasp. Bwahahaha. Well, I, for one, find the consistent confusion endlessly entertaining. My apologies, my dear. My merriment was not meant to mock your mistake. It is our sibling Coco Buki whom you should speak. Coco Buki. What is this? What is this? What's this? What's this? Thal has led a new aspirant. Ah, Kokopuki. Where you were this entire time. Greetings, child. I'm Kokopuki, the eldest, and I would venture to say the wisest of the 5 masters of the Dramaturgs Guild. It is my solemn duty to furnish you your would-be initiators with sufficient understanding of our beloved art. Thus I would have your fullest attention. To wield Thaumaturgy is to unleash devastation of the highest magnitude. The lethal force of our spells far exceeds the destructive capability of any other form of arcane manipulation. Fire, lightning, bristles, somnolences. The Thaumaturg calls upon the expansive arsenal of offensive incantations to incapacitate and obliterate all manner of adversaries. Open your mind to our sorcerer's teachings, and you too shall soon hold the unparalleled power of our discipline in the palm of your hand. Of course, such power has a price. You must be willing to plunge headfirst into the forbidden chasm of dramaturgy secrets. For advancement in this art comes only with the completion of deadly and terrible trials. I ask you now, aspirant, are you prepared to leap in the abyss into the abyss in pursuit of power unrivaled? Yes. A confident response. Your name, if you will. Very well, Lachelle. Let us mark your initiation with the 3 amnesty practical gifts. My first gift to you shall be an addition to your hunting log. The names of such enemies that will provide suitable for your training as a Thaumaturg. The second and third gifts are scepter and shield, instruments you shall need to focus the destructive force of your will. Did you believe our initiation is over? My dear discipline, we have only just begun. Take your new weapons in hand and I will set you forth upon your first trial. Yes, my English is very good today. And it's fun. Result. The scepter well complements the avid desire for destructive power written upon your features. Now we shall complete your initiation with the trial to test the limits of your aptitude for challenging dramaturgy. Huge hornets, star mammoths and snapping shrews inhabit this land in abundance. Exercise your sorcerer's might and slay 3 of each these creatures before returning to my side. I turned to that one already, but I think miners, no. Alchemist.
If I remember, they have also their own.
Yeah, I think so too. I thought I...
Why not? Why not?
Chamber of... So I have to go to Chamber of Rule first. I thought maybe it was interrupted while I attended to it. Maybe. Pulla pilla, pulla pilla. Now it's all. You have attuned yourself to the all-alternate search in Ulda. The Gate of Nald and Gate of Tol, the Gate of Sultana, and the airship landing are now accessible destinations. Now we wait a certain yeah, it's many believe that's a funny thing. Fire! Give me fire! Oh, fire! Oh, yeah, is that?
Basically, when you change.
So, for DPS, this is going to be the most efficient one. I don't care. Time to burn some. Burn, boy, burn. But yeah, it's just making, if you don't do the first mission that is for the level 1s, I think you don't get the job as easily or something among those lines later in the game, I think. You have a satisfied look of a mage who has utterly vanquished her foes, Lachelle. I formally welcome you into the Brotherhood of Dramaturgy. The purpose of this trial was to gauge your capacity for wielding dramaturgy and initiative quality, the limits of which are bound by the level of etheric energy flowing through your physical being. Aether, the very stuff of life, existing within all living creatures to greater or lesser extent. Remember this, for it is most basic law of arcane manipulation. As your experience grows, so shall your reserves of dramaturgical endurance, the wellspring of your magical might will also swell in response to the moments of extreme terror and duress. When you find yourself seeking greater challenge, when you next crave the thrill of exquisitive fear, that is when you shall know the time has come for you to visit me once more. Alchemists, then it's just basically the it's weavers, goldsmith and miners, but we are going for the miners, 69ers. And yes, that is reference for certain other game. Well, yeah, I basically grew up on myself some Coca-Cola. Yeah, about that. Well met, adventurer. You stand within Miners Guild, the place where seekers of the realm's mineral wealth gather. With pickaxe and sledgehammer, we miners work rock and earth that they might yield us ores, fossils, precious stones and more. If you have a mind to join our ranks, you will be most pleased to know that we are currently recruiting. Great riches await those with strong backs and keen eyes. Well, my back is almost got me to the bound to fucking wheelchair in real life, so thanks to Finland's great hospital system. A decision you will not regret. You have just taken your first step towards striking it rich. To look at the lands around Ulda, one would be forgiven for thinking the region barren of opportunity, but beneath the surface, a scene could not be more different. There lie veins of copper, silver, gold beyond measure. For as long as he has dwelt in Tanalan, man has availed himself of these vast depots, giving rise to thriving mining trade, which forms the foundation of our nation's prosperity. Of course, the mining trade, as it is today, owes much to an event which took place some century and a half ago, namely the McMurrill Rush. Never before had the Sultanate seen such an influx of migrants. Endless throngs came from lands near and far, spurred on the dream of discovering a motherlode. alas, a harsh reality awaited them. You see, the vast majority of these poor souls were miners in name alone, and they possessed neither the proper equipment nor the training to realize their dreams. To make matters worse, the mining concerns, who in those days held absolute power, did not scruple to exploit them. Presented with a glut of unskilled labor, they proceeded to fill every tunnel to bursting, and atrocious working conditions soon became the norm. Miners were paid a pittance of back-breaking labor and saw naught of the riches they unearthed. Pushed to breaking point, the workers banded together to form the Miners' Guild, with the aim of improving conditions while protecting integrity of the trade. Since then we have sought to educate folk in correct mining practices, both to prevent accidents and to curb the impact that our trade has upon the environment. I trust you now have better understanding of what we do. All that is left to commit your enrollment. When you are ready to do so, pray speak with me again. I shall guide you through the enrollment procedures. So are we ready? Yep. Music to my ears. I, the kind made when one's pickaxe strikes gold. You must introduce yourself to Guildmaster Adalberta right away. Her approval is required if you are to be formally admitted to our ranks. In case you are unaware, Adalberta is perhaps the most accomplished of those miners who still swing a pickaxe. Her understanding of our trade is unsurpassed, and her flair for prospecting uncanny. Her brain, in short, is variable goldmine of knowledge, much of it concerning mining of gold. Haha, just in a part. You stand to learn a great deal from her. Now when you are ready, pray present to Adalberta. You will find her down steps yonder by the bar. Yeah, she's kinda cute also. Well met, adventurer. Adalberta's my name, and I am the master of this guild. I take you wish to become a miner, 69er. Well, our doors are open to all who aren't afraid to work hard and get dirty. Thanks to recent advances in refining techniques, it's now possible to smelt even low purity ores. I mention this because it's allowed us to reopen a number of mines which were long thought exhausted, prompting trade to flourish. Truth to be told, with business as it is at the moment, we can't take on enough new miners. New folk make better miners than adventurer. You've been a hard lot. What's more, you're well traveled, which serves to expand the guild's sphere of activity. Oh, but I'm not suggesting you to join solely for our benefit. For your part, you'll acquire skills that will prove to your profit. A mutually beneficial agreement, I trust you agree. So what say you? You will join us, yes? Yes? Then I bid you welcome to Miners' Guild. May your toils never go unrewarded. Now then, here's pickaxe to get you started. It's not the newest, but it should serve a novice well enough. Go up and take it up. See how it feels in your hand. Speak to me when you're ready, and I'll assign you a little task help to get you a swing of that thing. You look good on with a pickaxe, Lashalla. Now that you're suitably equipped, your training can commence. A miner learns her craft best in the wilderness with pickaxe hand. To begin, let's see how you fare with good old copper ore. Bring me, say, 10 chunks. There are deposits of the stuff throughout Hanalan. I doubt you'll have to go very far outside the city. Seek out some promising locations outside Gate of Sultana and the Gate of Nald, and swing away. The motion may feel awkward first, but in time it'll become second nature. And triangulate is the same thing as the prospect one, so yeah, we are going to use the same things. Oh. Scene is... What? Where did I get copper ore? Oh, other. It's 10 chunks of copper ore I want. Metal is common enough in Thanalan. We shouldn't have trouble finding suitable depots just outside the Gate of Sultana and Nald. Let's see here, 10 chunks just as I ordered. Well done, Lachelle. Tell me, is being miner oath like you imagined? Harder than expected, is it? Heh, old recruit says as much. It takes combination of knowledge, experience and instinct to know where to dig, yet it's ultimately back-breaking labor that yields your prize. Make no mistake, Lachelle. Mining is grueling work and you'll be dog-tired most of the walking hours. But tell me, did you not feel invigorated each time your pickaxe struck home? Did you not experience a thrill of triumph when the earth finally yielded up your prize? That is what we miners live for. You may be ripe to collapse, your face caked in a week old dirt, but the promise of discovery drives you on. And the instant you find that which you have long sought, in sparkling instant, you feel like a god among men. You've made a fine start, and I would see you to maintain your efforts. Practice swinging your pickaxe till your arms have learned the motion, then return here. I'll have another little task for you. This guy is a little bit...
Bingo!
Now the weavers, then the goldsmith, and then... Let's see what then we'll be doing. Greetings, adventurer, and welcome to the wellspring of Uldash fashion. From humble thread our peerless artisans weave the wonders, dreams in fabric form. We are renowned as Erisian's finest purveyors of quality textiles, and as her foremost arbiters of style. Needless to say, such renown was not won without effort. Ours is a tremendously demanding profession, you see, but also highly rewarding one. It is little wonder that so many adventurers have set their heads up on joining us. Might you one of them? Yep. Ah, I thought as much. Then I'm sure you're eager to learn about our illustrious history. As I'm sure you know, Tanalan can be a perilous place. Its vast deserts being wont to punish the unprepared, while a meagery of ferocious beasts stalk the sands. The greatest foe is, of course, the midday sun, and so ever since man first set foot in this region, he was favored light, flowing fabrics that shield him from the sun's ray while allowing his skin to breathe. Of course, Uldans have ever been a people of taste and demand for more extravagant design spurred innovation, resulting textile goods whose appeal extended far beyond our borders. Merchants have little trouble selling Uldanians fabrics to foreign markets, so great was their reputation for beauty and quality. And when traders from those same markets sought to peddle their lesser products in Tanalan, well, it gave us little cause for concern. Sunsilk tapestries is synonymous with the textile trade in Uldar, you see. Those who come here hoping to peddle cheap rags swiftly learn the price of doing business in our territory. Wiser men and women with an interest in our trade choose instead to join the guild, which the company generously operates for the betterment of Uldan society. We offer our members the tools and techniques needed to become successful, and should they prove themselves especially skilled, they may even be offered direct employment as sunsilk weavers. Just imagine, adventurer. Your designs could be one day dictate the course of Uldanians' fashion. If you desire such fame and influence, then you might be granted a place with us. Provided that you are willing to embrace the hard work. To ensure candidates can endure the rigors of our profession, our guildmaster has taken it upon himself to evaluate each one personally. When you are ready to submit yourself rigorous scrutiny, say the word. Are you ready to meet the guildmaster? First impressions are everything, and you do not want to present you poorly. Excellent, though I do wonder if your attire upright for occasion. You will find esteemed Laurent Rosé supervising guild operations over yonder. He is, how shall I put this, he is relentless in the pursuit of excellence. So long as you demonstrate that you are similarly committed, he will treat you fairly and with respect. That guy is some kind of chocolate. What do we have here? Another adventurer in search of thrills and excitement. Shall I dance you a merry jig? No. Well, if this fails to please you, I suggest you run along. Perhaps the woman of the Ruby Road Exchange will be more to your liking. Oh, so you mean to become a weaver? Then we have something to discuss after all. I shall be blunt, weaving is an art, and like all true artisans, we must make sacrifices and suffer for our craft. So tell me, adventurer, are you prepared to suffer? Suffer with me. So you say, but only time will tell. In any case, you'll need equipment to get started. This needle should suffice for now. I need not to explain what needle is, I trust. Good, then hold it as you would be sewing and show me you're ready to begin. Well, You look like you were born to hold one of those. Even so, I suggest you keep it somewhat safe, especially when clambering over haystacks, as I shan't be issuing you another. Now, you certainly look the part, but it remains to be seen if you can play it. I bid you craft me a spindle of hempen yarn. The trifling task, yes? Well, I do hope you find it so. Should it seems even remotely testing, you have no future at this guild. To make a hempen yarn, you will require moko grass and lightning shot. The former can be purchased from our dear Gigima. The latter you will have to find yourself. That is all. Yeah. Kigima can provide the Moko Crash, but you have to procure the lightning shot. Or have you made your yarn already? Well, bless my soul. She can follow basic instructions. It would seem you have grasped the fundamentals. Good girl. Yarn and cloth may be mere materials, but they must be crafted with no less care than whole garnet. For though the finest garnets are greater than the sum of their parts are invariably for the finest. Do remember this, Rachelle, as you continue your training. Practice making yarn and other simple items. Return me once you have attained basic level of proficiency. Tedious, I grant you, but necessary. And you did tell me you were ready to suffer. And now the last. Good day to you, adventurer, and welcome to Goldsmith's Guild. Have you come to observe our artisans at work? Indeed, it is a marvel to watch goldsmiths transform raw materials and uncut gemstones into sparkling rings, earrings, and necklaces, some of which possess magical properties no less. You know, if you'd like to try your hand at goldsmithing, the guild is open to adventurers like yourself. No prior experience is required, for we teach all you need to know about the craft. Would you be interested? Yep. It pleases me greatly to hear you say so. As the first step, I would you have to understand the purpose of our guild. Vast mineral resources of Tanalan have given rise to a grand goldsmithing tradition, which has been refined through the ages. Our techniques are renowned across the realm, and our creations held in the highest regard. However, we of times lapidaries, the premier source of Uldan's jewelry, were not content to rest on our laurels. Seeking to advance our craft, we turned to our eyes to the east, or to the only place in the known world whose goldsmithing was said to rival our own. We built the finest facilities to beckon their masters hither, and blended their foreign techniques with ours. Our guild quickly became center of Eurasian goldsmithing. I here you shall benefit from the refined wisdom of countless veteran craftsmen. You will learn to see the potential in your materials, shape them to your will. These are essential skills for a goldsmith must hone his eye to identify and appraise all manner of materials when needs to be, recognize imitations for what they are. It is even said that the master goldsmith can ascertain the authenticity of a man himself. Well, you may one day come possess such vision, but even the most magnificent jaloping begins life as a rough-hewn stone. It must be first cut and polished before it can delight the eyes of its brilliance. If you would become a goldsmith, you must needs refine yourself as a wood gemstone. It will take much time and effort, and there is no guarantee of success. Should you be certain that it is the life you seek, speak me once more. Before you can embark upon your journey to become a goldsmith, you must first seek out as our guildmaster. Are you ready to do so? You shall find Mistress Serendipity on the workshop floor just down the steps. Show her your burning desire to learn, and you are certain to receive her permission to join. She is kinda cute. Stop right there, you little troublemaker. People are working here. Oh, pardon me. I have you mistaken for a mammoth. For a moment there Let's start over, shall we? What brings you here today, adventurer? Do you perhaps have aspirations to become a goldsmith? Yes. Really? That's great. Welcome, welcome. I'm Serendipity, but you can me Sarah. Or is that too informal? Sorry, I'm still unaccustomed to this whole guildmaster business. Ah, right. What did you say your name was? What did you say your name was again? Adrian? Oh right, Roda. Well then, Roda. Work hard and one day your creations may line the shelf of Estheim aesthetics. Trust in yourself and you can achieve everything. Anything. That is sufficiently inspiring, I trust. Good, next order of business. Here's your new chaser hammer. Well, I say new, but it's actually a bit weathered. But never you mind that. Just show me that you know how to hold Just show me that you know how to hold it so we can get started. I'm having so much trouble reading those now. I have no idea why. Great, let's get started. Though, to be honest, I swear you've done this before by the way you wear that hammer on your hip. Mind you, even if you do have some experience, a responsible guildmaster must ensure that her charges have firm grasp of fundamentals. Therefore I command you to craft me a copper ingot. It's simple really, all you need is copper ore and windshaw. Sure. Our guild supplier Icetan can supply you with the copper ore, and I gave you a few wind shard along with your hammer. At least I think I did. If it turns out you don't have any, you'll need to get some yourself. Isn't this exciting, Lachelle? Your first real challenge as a member of the Goldsmiths Guild. Show me the ingot when you're done. Good luck. No, it's not bronze. Copper. I think we need two actually. In fact, yeah, we didn't need to anything at all. Oh well. Oh, did you forget what materials you need? Aston over there can sell you copper ore, but I'm afraid he doesn't stock wind swords. Don't think too hard, Lachelle. Just give it a try, see what happens. You know, I think this is quite... utter garbage, the worst, not even fit for making a chamber pot. Quiet, Gigi, I'm the guild master, I get to decide what's fit for a chamber pot. Please excuse me, he gets a bit overjealous at times. Gigi is my assistant, but he has habit of putting in with his opinions. Most mammets are rather simple, capable of no more than rudimentary speech. They can be relied upon for menial tasks, but little else. Gigi, on the other hand, is quite intelligent, and quite stubborn, I might add. I suspect that that's due to his age. He's been with the guild for an eternity, ever attending each guildmaster, but recently he's been coming and going as he pleases. Kneel before Gigi, the one true guildmaster. Respect my authority, ignorant mortal, or suffer my wrath. It's like this every day, Lachelle. I'm afraid the experience he's accumulated over a century assisting guildmasters has made him arrogant. It's quite intimidating, really. I may be the guildmaster, but he's like a walking, talking archive of all knowledge to do with our craft. Oh, I completely forgot about your ingot. Sorry. As I was about to say, I think this is very good for a beginner. It's reasonably pure and well formed. I dare say you've got a knack for this, Lachelle. What you need is now practice. So keep practicing with your hammer and come back here when you've gotten more comfortable with using it. Nah, bugger off, greenhorn. Yeah, why not? But yeah, I'm going to take a short break of streaming right now. I'll be back later.